It's the 6th of April today, and it's the morning, and again the sun is shining. It's amazing. We're supposed to have rain all day, so I'm not quite sure what's gone wrong. I'm sure it'll rain this afternoon. But I'm in the greenhouse, and what I'm going to do this morning is I'm going to pot up some of the cabbage seeds that I sowed about 5 to 6 weeks ago, and here they are. They've done very, very well. Most of them are about 2 to 3 inches tall, which is great, which is actually the perfect size to start potting them up. They've got their true leaves, and in fact some of them have got 1, 2, 3, they're getting their 4th true leaf, which is great, which means that they're nice and sturdy little plants so far. So I'll show you how to do that, and then I'll give you a little tour of the greenhouse, because since I did the last one about 10 days ago maybe, lots of other things have started to come up, so it's all looking rather green in here at the moment, which is fabulous. So first of all, let me show you how to pot up your cabbage seedlings. Now I'm going to pot one seedling into a 3-inch pot, and all you need to do is just fill it with some multi-purpose compost, give it a pat down, and then we need to try and get these out, and as usual I'm going to use a little pencil, so just choose one and just put the pencil in, and then just very gently ease it out. Okay, just like that. Look, there's lovely roots down the bottom of these. Now don't pick any of the wishy-washy ones. Make sure you only pick the nice strong seedlings. Hopefully there you can see lots of little roots growing, which is absolutely brilliant. So let's get our 3-inch pot, make a nice hole right down the middle. If you don't want to do it with your finger, you can do it with a dibber. I do have one, it's somewhere, but I can't remember where it is. I think it's down the allotment actually. Okay, and make a nice hole in there. I'll just remove just a little bit of this compost, otherwise it might not go in properly. And then just pop your seedling in, carefully push it down, and then fill in around the plant with some more compost. Now you want to get these seedlings as low down as you possibly can. You'll see that these first sets of leaves, the baby leaves, I've actually buried one of them, which is fine. You can either bury those little baby leaves, or they can be just above the top of the surface of the compost, but that's what you want it to look like. If it's like this, then it will grow nice and sturdy. If you put it too high, then it will just fall over, and it will sort of grow very, very spindly. So that's one cabbage done. I've just got to do all the rest. I'm not quite sure how many are here. About 50, I reckon. So I'll try and get all those done before lunchtime. Okay, so once you've potted them up, what you need to do is you need to water, but don't water from the top. Again, water the tray so that the compost soaks up the water, and it actually helps draw the roots down further into the pot, so that you'll get a lovely root system on the plants, so that when you plant them outside, they've got more chance of survival and growing really big. You'll also need to start protecting these from slugs and snails as well, because they're quite juicy now. Also, these will actually stay in the greenhouse for the next 6 odd weeks. Depending on the weather, I will start planting these out in the allotment from about the middle of May. Okay, so they'll stay in the greenhouse until that time, but I'll keep you updated on their progress, and when I plant them outside, then I will show you. But now let me give you a quick update on the greenhouse. Right, well here are the selections of tomatoes, all those different ones I've got. I've got 8 different varieties here. Some in the last few days have started to come through. So I've got lots of little tiny little seedlings growing. I'll give them another, I reckon about another 3 weeks before I have to start potting those up. There are still a couple that haven't started to come through yet, and that's Bountiful and Black Opal, but hopefully, oh look, I've just seen there is a tiny Black Opal, so they are just starting to come through, and just underneath the surface there I can just see a Bountiful, so hopefully in the next few days these will start to shoot as well. And here are the sweet peppers. They've started to come through, so obviously the heat from outside and having a propagator lid on top of them is really helping. And then at the back here I've got some hot chilies as well, and they've just started to come through. I won't be potting these up until they're much bigger, so I reckon about another 3 to 4 weeks. The sweet corn are coming through well. That's a weed, we won't have that one. So we'll take that out. But I planted 2, I think it was 2 in each pot, and most of them we have got 2 growing. There's the odd occasional one which only has 1, but there's still time for the other one to grow. But even still, they're doing well. They're about, just under about 2, between 1 and 2 inches they are now. And here we've got the Shirley. There were, I think, 10 seeds in here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 have come up so far. They're all varying sizes, so I'll give those a bit longer before I pot them up. And then at the back I've got a load of Moneymaker which are doing very well, so I think I'll give these another couple of weeks before I start potting them up, and maybe these another couple of weeks as well. And finally there's some curly parsley which is coming up. The flat leaf is just about, and at the back here, which I'm very pleased with, is my dill. It's growing beautifully, so I will take those out in clumps very soon and repot them up. And also I've got a few more herbs here which are just starting. There's some coriander here which is just starting to come up. I do have some on the windowsill in the kitchen which is doing very well, and these are chives, and the chives are just starting to come up. Right, well that's that for the cabbage. I will carry on and do those. I've still got quite a few more to do with those, and a little update on how everything is getting on in the greenhouse. The days are getting warmer, the nights are getting warmer, and the days are getting longer, which is just so fabulous. So spring is definitely here, which is wonderful. So I'll keep you updated on the progress of everything in the greenhouse, and I hope that you're growing some of those and they're doing just as well, if not better than mine, which I'm sure they are. Well, I hope you found that useful, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye.